Meanwhile, Minsu was sitting alone in the garden, waiting for Sonjin. She had already put the baby to sleep, and now the quietness of the night made her feel his absence even more. She had grown so used to always being around him that even a few hours apart made her miss him to the point of restlessness, though she could never admit it to him for fear of seeming clingy. She glanced at her cell phone to check the time. It was now late. A wave of curiosity washed over her as she wondered if he was having a good time, if he had perhaps run into his ex, and they had spoken. Unable to quiet her thoughts, she searched the woman's name online, wanting to know who she really was. When her name popped up, Minsu discovered that she came from a family of influential politicians and was their only child, known for her mischievous spirit and her love for a simple life. She read about how this woman had traveled to war-affected countries to help those in need and dedicate herself to charity work. Minsu studied the biography carefully, realizing that Sonjin's ex was actually a generous philanthropist with a kind heart. For a brief moment, Minsu thought that if she had never met Sonjin, perhaps he and this woman might have been a perfect match. They seemed to have so much in common, but she quickly forced those thoughts away, not willing to let a drop of insecurity take root in her heart. She trusted Sonjin deeply and knew he would never do anything foolish to hurt her. Glancing at her phone once more, she saw how late it had gotten and decided to go to bed rather than wait any longer. Just as she turned to head back inside, the door swung open and Sonjin walked in. She stopped in her tracks and watched him as he came toward her, and at that moment, seeing him made her fall in love with him all over again. She realized just how deeply she had missed him, even though he had been gone only a short while. Without hesitation, she rushed into his arms and buried herself against him as he held her tightly. His embrace melted away all the restless thoughts she had battled earlier. He looked at her with such warmth, and she felt her heart swell with gratitude that he was home again, just as he had promised. He took her hands in his and led her gently outside. There in the yard was a beautiful tent softly glowing under the night sky. Minsu paused, her eyes wide with surprise, wondering what it was all about. As she stepped closer, the warm lights and delicate flowers revealed a romantic scene inside. The air seemed to shimmer with quiet magic. She turned to him with a look of amazement, silently asking how he had managed to do all this without her noticing. Sonjin, with a gentle smile, let her know that he had arranged for everything to be set up while he was away, making sure it was done quietly so as not to spoil the surprise. Minsu stepped inside the tent, taking in the beautiful details, the soft lights, the fresh flowers, the inviting atmosphere that felt like a secret world meant only for the two of them. She felt an overwhelming wave of happiness wash over her. For Sonjin, watching her light up with joy made every effort worthwhile. He knew he had made the right choice when he decided to leave his phone behind and come home to her instead of staying out for a drink. Minsu called him to join her, her smile brighter than any light in the tent. As he stepped in beside her, all that mattered to him was making this moment count. Just the two of them, lost in the warmth of each other's presence, ready to make their quiet, beautiful date something neither of them would ever forget.